Hey guys, and welcome to my first English video on this channel, and hopefully for many more. Today we will see the first sneak peeks for the summer update in Clash of Clans in 2K19 with a couple of changes to the magic items, a new magic item, and a couple of changes to the medal shop. Everything in this video, and of course a couple of fights from the last war in the CWL from Tribe Academy. Let's get right into the first magic item, and that's the research potion. What is it doing? It kind of speeds up your research lab, kind of equally like the builder potion for the normal buildings. So 1 hour and all of the time is getting multiplied with 10, which means it's way quicker, and it's amazing to use for the builder, for the research lab, because, well, most of the time, due to having so many items to speed up your buildings, but not that many items to speed up extra research, stuff like, I don't know, like for all of the troops, for the spells, etc. It takes way longer for the things to get maxed instead of like the buildings. So I like that there's getting changed something. The next thing we want to look at is the hammers, because, well, a couple of guys already get maxed immediately after the update drops. So Supercell had to do something about the hammers, like how to use them, and they decided to get a cooldown in, which means you can only use one hammer per week, kinda of one category, which means you have those 7-day cooldowns now on your hammers, which means you can only use one hammer of heroes in 1 week. You could use 4 overall hammers a week because they're like from different categories, like building, heroes, research, etc. So you can use multiple of them because each cooldown only affects the category of the hammer, which means the cooldown is only for the heroes, the other cooldown is only for the for the buildings, etc. So it's, well, kind of a nerf to the max players. So for example, for me, the last time I was maxed in like 10 minutes after the update because I had so many medals, but this time I have to like actually farm something, which I think is a good thing, even though I have to farm, so I just dislike it. But, well, I think it was the right decision for the health of the game to make this. And I think it's really, really big improvement to get maxed and new players a little bit more together, because otherwise, well, it's way too easy to get maxed again right after the update drops. I hope personally that we maybe get a skin or something like this for players who already like saved up a lot of medals. So not a statue or anything like that, but I hope for a couple of skins. I don't know, that would be amazing. I love skins, but that's up to me. But let's see what is happening over there. And then obviously we get a couple of other changes, but real quick, let me introduce like this channel to you, because we will see in the future on this channel each day or each second day an upload of a video, which means you can see a lot of guides, gameplay of top attacks. I would probably show a lot of stuff regarding Tribe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. For example, like a tip how we qualified in Poland as Tribe Gaming, a trick we kind of use to really make sure that we get this #1 spot, and other stuff, everything on this channel. But the channel won't be having the same gameplay as my main channel, the German one, which means you can still check that out if you want to watch the amazing gameplay. Sometimes it is the same, sometimes not, so you have to make sure. Let's jump into the next category in a second, because we have a couple of more changes to the medal shop. First of all, we have the changes with new items in the medal shop. First, we have the new research potion in the shop as well. We have the training potion in the shop as well, and we have the builder potion, but the prices change a little bit. So for the training potion, it's 10 medals. For the research potion, it's 20. And for the builder potion, it increased, like it doubled to 30. The reason behind that, it was way too effective. Like for pretty much all town levels, if you farmed actively, you were always better to go with the builder potion instead of hammers. So to make those hammers actually do something, like actually powerful, they just increased the price of the builder potion, which in the end I think is a little bit like a nerf for new players, but at the same time I can understand the reason behind that. I think it's okay to do that. as long as maybe the price get reduced soon again, or let's see how the community reacts. But overall, I think to increase the price is the right decision, just because the item was way too powerful in the item shop. What I'm happy about is that you can buy now the training potions, because that's already a nice thing, because in the trader it got kind of rare that you have those over there because of the clock tower potion. So that's nice to have. But that was pretty much it for the sneak peek for this update, the first sneak peek. If you want to check out the next sneak peeks, subscribe to this channel or my German channel. Overall, I will always cover the new things, always try to tell you how the competitive players are getting affected by all those things. And remember, we have a new item, but now let's get back into a little bit of gameplay. Let's get into the first war from Tribe Academy. For all of you guys who don't know yet, I always show the wars of Tribe Gaming at the end of the week. I don't want to show the triples before that, otherwise other clans in the group could copy our attacks, and the other clans who we fight against will have a disadvantage in me showing the bases too early. So I will always show or make like kind of recap at the end of the week. So make sure to tune in when it's time, and yeah, subscribe to this channel, because there will be amazing updates and uploads and YouTube videos coming to you. And let's get into the first attack from Eve Mania. Zebix was kind of like a misclick, but we want to check out the first attack from Eve Mania. It was a Queen Charge Hog Rider attack, and he kind of like split the base in two parts. The first part is always the Queen Charge, that's kind of obviously, but he decided to go right into the first two heroes to make sure that both of the heroes are out of the way. Like, the biggest thing when you're doing Queen Charge Hogs is to get rid of at least the Queen. If it's like getting even better, get rid of the enemy King as well, and he's doing both of it. And at the same time, like, the second biggest opponent to Hogs is obviously the Eagle. If you have not like a damage CC or anything in this, but like the Eagle, you have to get rid of it if you don't want to have big issues with Hog Riders. Sometimes it's working, but it's like really rarely that it's really working. So you can see over here, like, what's the plan? Like, take out the pink part of the space and then send the Hogs over the yellow path, kinda. You can see as well he has only one heal spell, which means he goes through 3 Inferno Towers, which is kind of ballsy. But let's watch the Queen go through the Eagle, and as soon as she has that down, she's going kind of like a little bit back and forth to the Town Hall, and you can see once again all of the Inferno Towers highlighted, and still like 2 Bomb Towers as well, which means it will be huge and a lot of damage to the Hogs, and it will be really tricky to get through all of that. Queen is going on the outside, but with like nice reaction and funneling, the Queen will go back inside. One Hog Rider triggered already the Tornado Trap, which is always nice. He's getting rid of the Town, which means he has like the most and the biggest defenses on turn 12 already gone. Like the Eagle, the Town Hall, both defensive heroes, and obviously the enemy CC, which means he can just come in with the Hogs. They will slam everything pretty much on their way. And now is the really important part in this attack, because he has to make a decision. Does he use the his second heal spell, or does he use the Warden ability? And it's always better to use your Warden ability first, because then you can heal through the last part of the base. On this one, he's kind of trying to save somehow the last heal spell, so he can use it for the Inferno Tower, which is super important at this part. And meanwhile, the Queen still goes through a couple of wards. I guess all of us know how that works. So the last heal spell is placed. He had to use it kind of early. He wanted to cover the Bomb Tower as well. But with this, it's getting really, really close. Like, giant bomb is exploding, another giant bomb into the Bomb Tower explosion, and only a couple of Hogs are surviving. But in the end, due to the guy not really knowing on how to place like a couple of spring traps, for example, it will be a triple, and that's how we got our first triple in Tribe Academy. And we will jump right into the second one. And I did this one live on stream. If you guys want to check it out, always 8 p.m. Central European Summer Time, stream on Twitch. It's not mainly in German, but still, like, if you guys chat in English in the chat, I always try to answer you guys. So on this base, I tried to cut it in half. I tried to Queen Charge one side pretty much, and Lalo the other side. I wanted to get in those like long compartment to get the Eagle, to get the Inferno Tower, to get the Sweeper, the enemy Queen, CC, Town Hall, and the second Inferno Tower. So like, so much value on this long path. And because I was really scared of a healer switch, I decided, okay, let's bring some dragons in your CC, because the air defense is pretty much gone immediately. So there's no air defenses close to it, which means I can soak up black mines if they're coming up. And I can just make sure there's no healer switch and my healers stay on my, creepy looking queen. And then I get rid of the enemy CC. My queen is stepping forward. I have to use a red spell really soon because of the really annoying ground expo. And then it's pretty much just waiting, trying to get my queen through all of this as fast as possible, because, well, even though it's Lalo, but time could be an issue. And after the wizard tower, I know, okay, my queen is going to the CC, which means it's in range of the enemy queen. So I have to use a rage spell, what I did right there. And now just look away for a second, because you never saw that what is happening next. All of you just remember, the queen survived and I used my free spell. That's what you have to remember, because everything, like, you didn't see anything. It's all good. Everything worked as planned. The queen got through the town hall, through the inferno tower, and then I can start with my Lalo attack. And it was kind of, I don't know whether the queen charge was a bait, or overall a lot of people are coming from the top with electro dragons, or I don't know what is happening, but there were like all of the traps set on air on the top of the base. I tried to place cleanup minions, but immediately 2 more red bombs, and yeah, still was managing to get through it because of the rage spell. Don't have any lava hounds left, but still a lot of like power with the freeze, with the warden ability, and another couple of haste spells. So this shouldn't be an issue. The queen charge was way too strong for this base, and yeah, that's pretty much it, how I got the triple in the end. And make sure to subscribe to me on this YouTube channel. Like I said, every 2 days there will be upload on this one. If it's working really good, like, let your friends know that I have the English channel right now. If it's working really good, I will probably change maybe the uploads a little bit, so I will upload each day. But that's completely up to you. If it's working really good, let your friends know, and it will work really good, so we can have every day an English video on this channel. And make sure to check out the stream, like I said, 8 p.m. German time. And that's it. We will see you in the next video, and maybe in the game.